Have you ever walked into your home and felt a heavy, stagnant atmosphere without knowing why? Some days, no matter how much you clean and organize, everything still feels chaotic. Your mind is foggy, your energy is drained, and you just can't seem to focus or relax. If this sounds familiar, your living space might be reflecting your inner thoughts and emotions. According to Buddhist teachings, everything in life carries a certain energy, even the objects in your home that seem lifeless. Your living space is more than just a place where you go about your daily activities, it's a mirror of your inner world. If you often feel stressed or stuck, there might be something in your home that's holding you back, whether you realize it or not. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to cleanse your living space using principles from Buddhist wisdom. You'll learn how to remove certain invisible obstacles that may be blocking the flow of positive energy in your home. These methods won't just make your space feel lighter, they can also bring you peace, clarity, and even open new doors in your life. And no, this isn't just about regular cleaning. Once you apply these principles, you'll notice a remarkable shift in your overall well-being. Did you know that many Buddhist monks only keep the essentials in their living space? They understand that attachment to material things is one of the biggest sources of human suffering. This doesn't mean you have to live as minimally as a monk. But if your home is filled with unnecessary items, especially ones tied to old memories or negative emotions, they may be unconsciously holding you back in life. Think about it, if every object in your home was connected to you by an invisible energy cord. Holding on to unnecessary things would be like being weighed down by the past. But when you let go of these items, you also free yourself, allowing yourself to feel lighter and more at peace. In this video, I'll share 5 types of items you should remove immediately to help energy flow freely in your home, creating a space of true peace and relaxation. I'll also share key principles to help you maintain positive energy in your home, not just as a one-time decluttering task, but as a lasting habit that improves your quality of life. Before we dive in, let's set a positive intention together. Leave a comment below with an affirmation like, "I release what no longer serves me," or "My home is a space of peace and harmony." The more people who share these intentions, the more we can spread positive energy together. So, are you ready to transform your home into a sanctuary of relaxation and inspiration? Let's dive into the things you need to let go of today. Have you ever walked into a room and immediately felt a heavy, lifeless atmosphere without knowing why? You may not realize it, but broken, damaged, or unused objects are often the culprits behind stagnant energy in a home. According to Buddhist philosophy, everything in this world carries a certain energy. When an item is no longer whole, it not only loses its function but also creates a sense of incompleteness, symbolizing attachment to the past and an unwillingness to let go of things that no longer serve the present. Objects like a wobbly chair, a cracked mirror, a stopped clock, or a chipped mug may seem harmless. But in reality, they send subconscious messages to your mind that you are holding on to things that are no longer whole. This can reflect your thoughts and lifestyle. Perhaps you are clinging to relationships that have lost their meaning, habits that no longer benefit you, or even memories that you should have let go of long ago. Holding on to broken items is like refusing to move forward, choosing instead to remain stuck in the past. If something is damaged but can be repaired, make a decision today, either fix it immediately or set a firm deadline to do so. If you miss that deadline, be brave enough to let it go. As for things that have completely lost their value or function, Don't hesitate to remove them from your space. When you do this, you're not just decluttering your home, you're also cleansing your mind. Take a moment to look around your space and notice if there are any broken items that you've been holding on to. When you let go of things that no longer serve you, you'll feel a strange sense of relief. The room will feel more open, and your mind will feel clearer. And that is the first step toward creating a living space filled with positive energy, one that reflects an inner state of peace and clarity. Old clothes, unused shoes, outdated items, or things that no longer match your style, they're not just taking up space in your closet, but also in your mind. Holding on to these things isn't just a habit, it's a reflection of attachment to the past, to old versions of yourself. In Buddhism, attachment is one of the greatest causes of suffering. We keep things out of fear of loss, fear of scarcity, telling ourselves that one day we might need them. But that day rarely comes. If an item has been sitting untouched in your closet for over a year, chances are, you'll never actually need it again. Many people hold on to clothes that no longer fit, gifts from someone in their past, or outfits tied to a particular phase of their life that they're not ready to let go of. But by keeping these things in your wardrobe, you are unconsciously trapping yourself in old memories, whether they are positive or negative. A dress you once wore during a beautiful time in your life but no longer fits your style is like a book you've already read, you don't have to keep it forever. When you continue holding on to things that no longer serve you, you prevent yourself from welcoming new opportunities and experiences. Try this simple exercise, pick up each item and ask yourself, do I truly need this? Does it bring me joy or value? If the answer is no, let it go. Donate it to someone who needs it more. Sell it, or recycle it. When you do this, you're not just freeing up physical space, you're also releasing stagnant energy that has lingered in your life for too long. You'll be surprised to realize that the fewer things you have, the lighter and freer you feel, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. Old paperwork, paid bills, outdated documents, they pile up in drawers, on desks, and in the corners of cabinets, taking up space and creating an invisible sense of clutter. Have you ever felt frustrated seeing stacks of papers everywhere but avoided dealing with them? This isn't just a matter of organization, it reflects your state of mind. In Buddhism, the mind and the surrounding environment are deeply connected. A cluttered space often mirrors a restless mind. Holding on to unnecessary paperwork often comes from a fear of loss, the worry that one day you might need it. But in reality, most of these papers just sit there, taking up space and making it harder to find what you actually need. They serve as reminders of unfinished tasks, unresolved thoughts, and lingering worries, creating a subconscious sense of pressure. The longer you hold on to them, the more your mind stays tethered to the past and unnecessary concerns. Take a moment to assess the papers you've been keeping. Old bills you'll never need again. Irrelevant notes. Outdated flyers, are they truly necessary? If not, let them go. Recycle what you can, and digitize any important documents to save space. Once you do this, you'll notice an immediate shift, your space will feel cleaner, and your mind will feel lighter. A tidy desk, free of unnecessary paperwork, fosters clarity and focus. A clutter-free room allows for better energy flow and a more peaceful atmosphere. By clearing out old papers, You're not just freeing up physical space, you're creating mental clarity, helping yourself stay present and mindful in the moment. Gifts from a past relationship. Letters that remind you of difficult times. Objects tied to painful memories. These things may be silently holding you back in the past. Every time you see them, they unconsciously bring back old emotions, perhaps regret, sadness, or even anger. In Buddhism, attachment to the past is one of the biggest obstacles to inner peace. When you hold on to objects connected to negative memories, you are also holding on to the energy of those experiences. You might think you've moved on from an old relationship. But if a single object can still stir up emotions when you see it, it means you haven't fully let go. Or maybe you've kept things from a difficult chapter of your life, a journal filled with struggles, a piece of clothing from a time you'd rather forget. Even the smallest items can keep you trapped in old emotions, making it harder to move forward. Letting go doesn't mean denying or forgetting, it means accepting that the past has served its purpose and no longer needs to be carried with you. If an object brings up heavy feelings whenever you see it, maybe it's time to release it. You can donate it, repurpose it in a positive way, or simply discard it if it no longer serves any value. The key is to keep only what truly brings you joy and peace. Take a moment to look around and find one object that carries negative memories that you've been holding on to. When you let it go, take a brief moment to express gratitude for the lessons it brought you. Then allow it to leave your life. As you do this, you'll feel as if an invisible weight has been lifted, your space will feel lighter. And more importantly, your mind will be free, open, and ready to welcome new experiences with a renewed sense of peace. Items that no longer align with who you are today but are kept out of habit or a sense of nostalgia, things like books you've lost interest in, outdated accessories, or objects that no longer reflect your current values and identity. Holding on to these things is like clinging to an old version of yourself, preventing you from growing and embracing new experiences. Maybe you once bought a book, hoping it would change your life. But years later, it still sits on your shelf, unread. Or perhaps you have jewelry, accessories, or handbags you once adored, but they no longer fit your style or lifestyle. Yet instead of letting them go, you keep them out of a lingering sense of regret, thinking that one day you might need them. But the reality is, if something no longer adds value to your life, there's no reason for it to take up space and energy. Think about it this way: when you hold on to things that no longer align with who you are now, you're unconsciously tethering yourself to old habits and mindsets, keeping yourself stuck in the past rather than embracing the present with an open heart. Instead of holding on to things you once loved but no longer need, try curating your belongings and keeping only what truly holds meaning for you right now. A simple way to do this is to pick up each item and ask yourself, does this still represent who I am today? Does it still bring me joy or real value? If the answer is no, it's time to let it go. Donate it to someone who can use it. Or if it no longer serves any purpose, discard it without hesitation. By doing this, you're not just clearing physical space, you're also shifting your mindset, freeing yourself from unnecessary attachments, so you can continue evolving without being weighed down by things that no longer belong to you. You may not have thought about it before, but letting go of things that no longer serve you is actually a way to refresh your life. When you remove old belongings, you're not just freeing up physical space, you're creating a flow of new energy, allowing your mind to feel lighter and more at ease. This isn't just about tidying up, it's a ritual of transformation. A way to mark change and open yourself up to new possibilities with a fresh perspective. Many people associate letting go with loss. But in reality, the opposite is true. You're not losing anything, you're making room for better things to come. Imagine if you kept holding on to a chipped mug, an outdated outfit, or objects tied to negative memories. They would only keep you stuck, trapping you in old emotions. But the moment you decide to release them, you'll feel an unexpected sense of relief. As if you've just lifted an invisible weight that's been burdening you for far too long. Maybe you've hesitated before, telling yourself that one day you'll declutter. But that day has never come. Consider this your sign to start now. You don't have to do everything at once, just pick a small corner, one item, and begin with the simplest step. With each thing you let go of, you'll feel a shift, little by little, until you realize you're living in a space that's not only cleaner but also filled with a deep sense of peace. Take a moment today to look around your home. Find one item you know you no longer need and let it go. If you'd like, share your experience in the comments, maybe an item you finally released, how it felt afterward, or any thoughts you had while watching this video. Your story could help reinforce your commitment and even inspire others to begin their own journey. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss out on new content. We have so much more to explore together. Thank you for watching. And I wish you a home that feels fresh, light, and filled with positive energy. See you in the next video.